Welcome to Carter's Retro Reviews. I'm a wee bit hungover. This week we're going to be reviewing. Oh God. Soukyugurentai. Fuck. Soukyugurentai is an excellent shmup, which is shit to pronounce unless Japanese is your native language. It's also known as Terra, so I'm gonna call it that. I've also saved you 5-6 minutes by telling you straight out of the gate that Terra is an excellent game. It started its life out in the arcades like a fair whack of the Saturn library has in 1996 on the STV, and then blammo! 1997 saw both the Saturn release, which was pretty much arcade perfect, and the PlayStation release. The Saturn version is the one we'll be concentrating on. The most confusing part about this game is that it was made by Rising, if that's how you pronounce it, R-A-I-Z-I-N-G, and published by our beloved EA. What is EA doing with a good game like this? I guess it's not good games EA were against, unless it's a sports game on the Saturn. If you've ever played a video game, you've probably played an EA title. They're one of the biggest video game companies ever. The Burnout series, Battlefield series, Command & Conquer series, The Sims series, and just about any sports title is just barely touching the sides of the games EA have put out. So the story starts with companies teaming up with NASA to begin initiating space programs dedicated to finding resources outside the planet Earth. Who the fuck wrote this? Richard Branson? Mining facilities are established on large asteroids near the Moon and Mars. All these small companies attack the biggest company, Jinsai, since, you know, those at the top are motivated by greed, elitism and idiocy. And Jinsai formed an elite team to go and fuck shit up. And here we are. Menu presentation of the game is pretty good, and it only gets better with in-game presentation not just being practical, but looking very nice. Everything is laid out in a very well thought out, sharp and logical manner that just looks so good. Any type of layout you would expect from an arcade classic is present, right here. Graphics are a little disappointing in one way. If you notice all the shit on the screen, it's because I own an action replay cart to play this on a PAL Saturn, and it's one of the problems it has. It's hardly the game's fault, as I'm trying to make it work in a configuration it wasn't designed for. Apart from this, it's pretty much perfect. They fixed this later anyway by releasing Soukyugurentai Tokyo. Fuck, I'm never gonna know how to pronounce that correctly. I don't need to be in 1997 when it came out. It looks amazing even now still. Colours are bold and detailing is excellent on both the backgrounds and Arnie Pie in the sky, if you get my drift. Which you probably don't.
Kent, this city has exploded in a fireball of pent-up rage!
I think what the viewers want to know, Arnie, is my house okay?
You mean, is your giant castle okay, Kent?
Don't hate me because I bought at the right time, Arnie.
When's my right time, Kent? When's my right time?
Sound is pretty damn good. Turn it up and it feels so much more powerful with those explosions. It really adds to the game in a very significant way. The tunes are not memorable, but quite frankly, who cares? What you're going to notice is the sense of urgency and adrenaline, not just because of the great graphics and the accurate gameplay, but also the explosive music. It handles well, and it has the most important part of the game, which is fun. You can select 3 different fighters, and if you own this on the PlayStation, I can bet you good money you didn't pay as much as a Saturn owner, and you got to choose an extra character to choose from to fly with. And from what I've read around the place, the PlayStation port was pretty much close to perfect as well. The first thing I think of when I play this game is that it's clear they stole the idea of shooting ahead and shooting at the ground with missiles from Rayforce in the arcades, also known as Galactic Attack on the Saturn. The player picks one of 3 different ships, red, green or blue, each with their own pilot, fire pattern and laser web. The controls are responsive and your spacecraft is enjoyable to control. There really isn't a whole lot more to say about the gameplay apart from the fact that it's your typical shmup, that's fun, and it feels good to play. Replayability comes in the form of a 2-player co-op, and the game is balls to the wall hard, so you're going to be coming back again and again just to try and finish it. If you have a friend who's way into it as much as you are, there's easily a day or 2 of mastering this game to finish it, or stumble your way through it. Either way. Would I recommend this game? It's not my favourite shmup, but god damn is it good. Get the redone version of the game on the Saturn if you plan on playing it with an action replay card on a non-Japanese console. I'm not going to fail at pronouncing the game again, so it's an absolute yes from me. It's exciting and one of the few times EA has not disappointed me, and not just on the Saturn, I mean, ever.